We find ourselves at the home of the world's first retractable natural grass field as you get a look inside State Farm Stadium in Glendale. Today, it's week 3, and we've got a good one in store between the Los Angeles Rams and the Arizona Cardinals. It's the first weekend of autumn, and the NFL is in full swing as off we go on EA Sports. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. They'll start on the ground here on first down. And he'll hope that this is not a sign of what's in store as he has to fight just to get back to the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Here's Murray. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. A big play there on the catch and run. 57 yards.
I don't think there's anyone who could possibly doubt how fast he could run on the open field. But if there were, he silenced those thoughts there.
From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. Over the middle, complete. That's Hopkins. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. So 3 plays, already first and goal, and they are wasting little time. And he is in for 6. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Aaron Jones with his 4th rushing touchdown on the year.
And the Cardinals are on the board first here this afternoon. Now Matt Prater for the point after. And the Cardinals will go up 7-0. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Raymond Calais now from his end zone.
And he's up across the 25 and down at the 28.
Coming out with a jumbo package to start the drive.
They'll start out here with a jet sweep. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Here's the first carry of the game for Cam Akers. And he'll get this to about the 34, a gain of just 3. Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
He completes it to Julio Jones.
And he is going to have a Rams first down by about 3 yards or so as they wind up getting 7 there on 3rd and 4.
I know at the end of games, coaches always tell us that no one play won or lost a game. But this seems pretty important early, doesn't it? Their ability to pick up that first down on 3rd down, I thought that was key.
Well, you're already in the hole after the touchdown on the other side. How will you respond? We talk about that a lot, and they responded pretty well there. You go 3 and out, I think you give up a lot of momentum. You get down 2 scores, could be an entirely different game.
So they've got a nice drive going now. They're in good shape. What's interesting to me is they're also in that spot of the field where you would take a shot. Do you change that up just because you're down a touchdown?
Good work after the catch. Going to net him 23 and a first.
Stafford going to give this to Akers.
Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
The Rams and Cardinals, they met 3 times a season ago. They each won in the other's building in the regular season. The Cardinals 37-20 in Week 4, and the Rams in Week 14 on Monday night would win it 30-23. And then, of course, they would also meet in the first ever Monday night wild card game, the final game of the first Super Wild Card weekend. And the Rams kicked off their title run with a 34-11 win at SoFi.
The 25-yard line is what they need here. This is 3rd down. Stafford now to throw. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
Fourth down, and we go from one Matt to another. Stafford heads off. Matt Gay gets set for the Rams field goal.
And Gay knocks this one through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3.
So both teams come away with points on their opening drives. Now they still trail. They answered the touchdown with a field goal, but at least able to break that goose egg here early.
And that is what's important, right? Because they didn't let that initial touchdown go unanswered. Took the ball themselves, moved it downfield, and put it through the post for 3 points. Game on.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Now, early on, you know, Charles, every game could be called a measuring stick game, but I think when it comes within your division like this, it's a measuring stick game with a little extra intrigue.
I would agree with that totally, because all division games have a little...
Trying for the tight end, Ertz, and it's intercepted. And he will bring it back. It's an interception return for a Rams touchdown.
Did I just see what I thought I saw? Did I just see what I thought? That had to be. Come on, say it for me. Say it for me. Who picked off that pass?
The free safety.
Oh, you got to have those great skills back there. Eyes, anticipation, great hands. And, of course, how about the fluid moves afterwards to take it all the way to the house?
Sounds like you're watching your old game film up here in your head.
Yeah, that's the dream I had of being that player. I just never was.
And that one carries out of the side of the end zone here. So it's a touchback and bring it out to the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started. Murray trying again after the pick six. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Murray. And he rifles one incomplete.
The Cardinals at 0-2 here to begin the season. And listen, they made their share of mistakes in these first 2 games, CD, but talking with them in the days leading up to this one, doesn't seem like they've lost any confidence.
I would agree with that, and what they told us was that they weren't planning on making any drastic changes. They didn't see the need to shake things up. They were going to continue to plow ahead. They thought they had the right guys on the team and in the locker room, but they do have to start winning some games.
On 2nd and 10, Murray able to get this one to McBride. And some space here. And he'll be out just a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first. Out of the gun, here's Murray. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Murray to air it out again.
And that is going to be incomplete as he led him a bit too much.
That play call wasn't there for them against that coverage. So they're going to spin the dial now in their playbook and come up with one more shot at the marker to try and keep this series going.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter. Shotgun now for Murray. DeAndre Hopkins making the catch. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. Back in Arizona, second quarter action. It's the Cardinals in possession as they've got it with a 1st and 10. Here's the option going right. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Kyler Murray, his 2nd touchdown on the season.
And the Cardinals are able to move back in front.
So they're down in the red zone. They opt to utilize his legs instead of the arm. It works out pretty well.
I like what they were thinking there, because in most situations now, defense is accounting for all the other runners on the field, and of course for pass plays. But the quarterback position, oftentimes it is unaccounted for. Offense coordinator felt it, dialed it right up.
Inside the red zone, is this something teams should maybe, depending on the quarterback, do more often?
Definitely. If you've got a quarterback who can actually move it with his legs, that's an extra option and an extra weapon for you. I think they should utilize it more often.
Out of his end zone now is Calais. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time able to get 3. It's not what they wanted. They wanted 6, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the drive.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6.
Here's a run with Akers on 2nd down.
4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. Trying to get it to Robinson, and it's intercepted.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
And they will score. It's a pick 6 for the Cardinals touchdown.
Well, in a tight game like this, that could be an incredibly important pick 6, CD. And remember, it cancels out the one that the opposition had earlier in this ball game.
You're right about that, partner, because each side came up with plays to swing the momentum their way. Still plenty of time left for either team to come through with a win, though. Can someone else make a similar play and win it for their club?
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away.
Out of his end zone now is Calais. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go-around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing is Stafford. He'll get this complete to Cooper Kupp. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25. Out of the gun, Stafford.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Sean Murphy-Bunting. 20! And they will score. It's a pick six for the Cardinals touchdown.
Well, it certainly looked to me like he tapped into the quarterback's thought process there. And what I'm hearing more and more when I go around the league, defenders sitting in on quarterback meetings trying to learn more about how they think so they can be in the right position to be in the right spot, as he was there to pick that one off and take it all the way back for a touchdown.
So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
No return here for Calais, and this will be a touchback.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. They're looking to make a bit of a 180. They are sputtering right now.
And frankly, I think it's time to call your playmakers together and say, all right, guys.
On Stafford for the third time is intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you throw this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
Meanwhile, Murray's throw complete here to his receiver, Brown.
Touchdown, Cardinals! Hollywood Marquise Brown. His first touchdown here of the new campaign.
And the Cardinals are able to widen their lead here in this first half.
Extra point good by Prater. And a rout is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Out of his end zone now is Calais. And no alley to be found. The coverage was solid, and he's dropped at the 18.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Isaiah Simmons picking it off.
And he'll return it to the 24-yard line. After the turnover, here's Murray. And he just gets rid of it, throws it away. A wise move there, looked like nobody open, now 2nd down.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover, but I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced the incompletion on first down.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Here's Murray as he sets to throw it. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
Well, they approached this drive with a lot of confidence after their last one ended up as a touchdown. But incompletions on their first 2 throws has them huddling up and trying to figure out a big play here on 3rd down to get their momentum going again.
The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. To throw is Murray. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. He's got the first down and more. Touchdown! A great play there with his first career NFL touchdown. And the Cards just continue to roll. Now Prater to add the PAT. And the route is on here in this first half. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Out of his end zone now is Calais. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. Here's Stafford.
That's out to the flat for Akers.
A beautiful spin and room to run. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Now that's the kind of big play you'd like to see. This first half, it hasn't gone their way, and they could use a shot in the arm, something to perk them up a bit. And they get one here in the passing game.
Meanwhile, Stafford's throw pulled in by Robinson here.
Another big gainer that time. This one goes for 19 yards.
And I don't think there's any question that this offense is going to need to hit on a few more plays like this. It's been a difficult first half for them, to say the least. And I do believe if they want to get back in this game, they need to start right now. It's kind of like making adjustments. If you try and wait until the half, it's probably too late. They need to get going right here.
Now a throw for the left sideline, and he's got it. And he's going to get this one down to the edge of the red zone. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down. From the red zone now, Stafford toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago, because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
Again, it's Stafford. And now here's another interception.
And the Cardinals are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line. Well, that is now his 5th interception thrown in this game. And, Charles, you've got to tip your cap to this defense. I mean, they have been so impressive reading these passes, stepping in those lanes, and picking them off.
Yeah, sometimes the best offense is an excellent defense, and they've done exactly that. What do you think, partner? A season's worth of highlights in just 4 quarters? I think that's what we're seeing from this group.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Up the middle they go with McAllister. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They are in need of 6 yards here if they hope to move the chains.
They're going option play on 3rd down. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
And that's what I'd like to see out of this defense, a little fire, a little toughness. It hasn't been the best first half for them, but they did do a nice job there, forcing a loss on that play.
Here's the veteran punter Lee as he sends this one away. It's a return of 5 following a punt of 42 yards. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And with good starting field position and 3 timeouts as well in their pocket, no reason not to try and put a late scoring drive together.
The first play of the drive there is incomplete.
I hate to say it, Charles, but the way that he has played in this first half, you just kind of hold your breath every time he drops back to pass.
Yeah, you might be holding your breath, but those guys on the defensive side of the ball, they've got big smiles on their faces. He's handing out picks like the people just leave the candy out at Halloween and you take what you want. They're having a blast out there playing against him today.
On 2nd and 10, Stafford. And they've got it well across midfield down to the 40 before it's all said and done. 23 yards the pickup there.
As he gets the first down, let's take a look at what Cooper Kupp did last season, because it was one of the greatest years for a receiver in NFL history. 145 catches, 1,947 yards, both 2nd most in a season all time.
And my goodness, another interception.
And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half.
So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we send you on out to our studios in Orlando, here's Jonathan Coachman at REA Sports Halftime Report.
Final adjustments being made for the second half. Whether they'll amount to much in a game that's already pretty well decided, well, that's another question. Nevertheless, let's get you back out to Brandon and Charles.
Okay, Coach, thanks. Yeah, that's something to consider. Are we in for more one-way traffic here in the second half? It has not been a competitive game to this point.
The Rams set to receive the second half kickoff, and they trail here as we resume play.
Out of his end zone now is Calais. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
But CD, they certainly know the hole that they face as they begin the second half. They have to do what precious few teams have done in NFL history, and that's try to come back from a 4-possession deficit.
And, partner, you know, as that team gathers, they're saying to each other, you never say never, right? Because if you're on an NFL roster, that's how you have to think. You can always come back and win a ball game. And let's face it, we saw a certain Super Bowl, a 25-point lead late, that wasn't enough to put someone away. But that being said, this task is near impossible. Let's face it. And bottom line is, it officially becomes impossible if this possession is an empty one.
After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Now Stafford. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. The 20, 10, 5.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
After the big play, a chance to finish now on 1st and goal. To the air again, Stafford.
They try to set up the screen. Oh, nearly disaster. But it's incomplete. Not much chance of that working. Almost intercepted. It's second down.
Boy, the numbers throwing the football just not trending in the right direction. Last week he was under 50%. He's under 50% again here.
And we haven't gotten an announcement, but it appears to me that he might be a little dinged up and is just trying to play through. You know, he's one of those tough guys that wants to answer the bell each and every play for his team. That might be throwing off his accuracy.
Call it a gain of 2 as they're knocking on the door now. 3rd and goal.
Well, this defense, they've got the 4-score advantage, and you can see why they continue to bottle up the run game, and really they've just been sharp in all facets here in this one, CD.
Yeah, they've kept that offense in check the entire game, and I think it's been led by what you just talked about, that defensive front, which has now allowed them to run the football and establish control of the line of scrimmage.
This defense not budging. Back-to-back carries of just 2 yards.
This defense is just flat getting after it. They have not given up much of anything in the run game. Case in point right there.
4th down, and we go from one Matt to another. Stafford heads off. Matt Gay gets set for the Rams field goal.
Gay's kick is good, and that will knock this down to still a very large 29-point deficit.
So, Charles, they get to them with their first turnover of the game and then make it hurt a little bit extra with a field goal.
And anytime you give the ball up, what's the first thing a coach tells his defense? Don't let them score off of this. You've got to put out the fire. In fact, in 2021, that's what one NFL coach termed his defense. The firemen. Go out there, guys, and don't let them put some points on the board.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd and a couple, Murray. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And they will finally get him, but not until he's all the way down inside the 15-yard line.
Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game, but that's something right there. Still in the 3rd quarter, it would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day, but they're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays. And to put it mildly, this is a tough spot defensively. They have to come right back out and defend their red zone. But how about that good first step towards forcing them to settle for at least 3 points? I think they're also thinking bigger right now. Imagine being able to stop them totally and change the momentum.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Stafford, this is caught. And he's brought down.
Akers is going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown.
When you talk about a battle being won in the trenches, that touchdown right there, a lot of credit to the offensive lineman.
Yeah, when you watch them surge across the front, they really created great space for the runner to get in.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that'll cut the lead down now to 22. Following the touchdown, here's Gay to kick it away.
Isabella now from his end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense.
Still operating with a comfortable lead despite the score a moment ago as they begin 1st and 10.
They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number, not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense has spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
Throwing on first down is Murray. He'll drop it off to McAllister as running back. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45.
This offensive game plan has just been sensational. I mean, when you think about all the different ways they've gotten their receivers open so far, it's really been impressive. Scheme, design, execution.
They'll run up the middle with McAllister. He takes this for about 6 down inside the 40. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4. Play fake. Murray. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. To throw, it's Murray. Finding a safety valve here. That's complete. And he's down inside the 5 at the 4 before he's out of bounds. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Throwing now is Murray. Forced out to his left. Under pressure now, and he's going to go down just inside the 5-yard line.
Well, there's still time to rectify this situation because the silver lining, they took a sack on 1st and goal. But that close to the goal line, that still definitely hurts.
Line of scrimmage, again the 4-yard line, 2nd and goal. Here's Murray. And that is caught by Brown for a Cardinal touchdown. Marquise Brown with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game. And the Cardinals will add on to their lead here in the final minute of the 3rd. Prater for the extra point, and that'll push the lead up to 29 now. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. No return here for Calais, and this will be a touchback. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Well, we haven't exactly been treated to a nail-biter in this one, CD, and if they cannot score here, this one's pretty much all but over.
Are you saying that you feel like people are starting to think about getting out of here, maybe beating the traffic in order to get home or to their final destination?
Yeah, I don't think there's a whole lot of reason to hang around, especially if they can't score here.
Yeah, you're right about that because it has been pretty clear who the better team has been in this one. And in a league that we talk about every game being a one-score game as we go into it, watching this blowout, let's just say it's been unusual.
Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale. A lot of happy faces in the crowd at this point as their guys have it.
From the 44, Stafford. Man open, here is Jones. Oh, and the big play's going to get even bigger as penalty flags are down, and I believe they're going to get a face mask penalty tacked on.
So give him the yardage on the completion and also tack on 15 more.
If you get that hand up there, you've got to let go immediately or just not close the hand at all. He gave it a tug, and that was easy for the officials to see.
Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he's tackled a yard short of the marker. Good gain of 9 on first down. Throwing again on second down. Stafford. And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
Stafford looking to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's got it. That's Cup for a Ram touchdown. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Rams get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Here's Gay now to add the extra point. And it's no good. Oh, he misses the extra point, and our score stays right where it is. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. And he almost flirted with disaster there, but it does get into the end zone before going out, and they'll bring it out to the 25. Arizona's offense at the line, ready to get their drive started.
Well, the win for them at this point seems pretty assured. I mean, still a decent amount of time left here in the fourth quarter, Charles, but you got the football, you're up 3 scores. They have to be feeling really good about where they're at.
I love your observation skills, partner, because I think you saw them charge onto the field fired up about another chance to get into the end zone. Looks to me like this group is ready to crush any hope left on the opposing sideline, and they want to do it with some gusto, too.
On 1st and 10, here's Murray. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, fourth quarter with a 3-score lead here, Charles, but they're still going back to the air and looking for more points.
Well, with this game well in hand, it's an opportunity for the guys to come off the bench and get a chance to play. And a lot of coaches, they want to run their full playbook no matter who's on the field.
Come on. Go. Hey.
To throw again on second down. Murray. And that one into the hands of Brown downfield. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 41-yard line. A handoff to McAllister. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. Murray now. And that one too far in front. He couldn't reel it in. It's incomplete.
But their passing attack, even though that one was incomplete, has been really sharp in this one. It's resulted in a lot of touchdowns. And it looks like they're not going to stop throwing the football until the very end of this one.
Well, that will certainly make everyone involved on offense pretty happy because that gives them all a chance to pad their stats a bit. But as far as the actual need, you and I both know they can just run this clock out because this one, it was over a long time ago.
Just a gain of 2 there, and it's going to bring up a 4th down. Here's Andy Lee now as he'll punt it away for the second time. Oh, it's a wobbler here. Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And out will come the offense as they take over. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat.
So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14. The shotgun snap for Stafford. This complete to Jones. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. Here's Stafford. And now here is another interception. Buda Baker with a pick. Charles, whatever's going on between his ears right now, it's just not completely calculated correctly. 7 picks between last week and this week after that one.
And they always say the most important part of a player is those 6 inches between the ears. But right now, it's all those interceptions that are going on. So whoever his trusted confidant is on the sidelines, I don't know if it's the offensive coordinator, the quarterback's coach, maybe the backup quarterback, that's who he needs to get with now and get himself calm. I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop.
On 2nd and 11 now. Murray. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. And he's taken down inside the 30. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. Back to throw it, Murray. This is taken in by McBride. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. Now Jones. And he's going to battle his way down right around the 2-yard line. Good yardage on 1st down. Now can they punch it in on 2nd and goal? They'll try again with Jones. And he gets halfway there down to the 1-yard line. They're knocking on the door as they come to the line here on 3rd and goal from the 1. They'll try and run it in with Jones. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. Aaron Jones with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Cardinals look like they're about to put an end to their 2-game losing streak as they add on to their lead.
Extra point good by Prater. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick.
Out of his end zone now is Calais. And no chance to get away as they'll get him down at about the 17-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things.
And he lost the football. And the Cardinals have got it going the other way. And this one will be brought back to the 22. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th.
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
He's going to let it fly. He's got a man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. On 1st down, it's Stafford. Looking deep for Julio. And this is caught. Well, they get one back. Picking up the late touchdown here, but still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that will shave a bit off the lead as it's down to a 23-point game. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away.
So now the possession will begin at the 35 after the errant kickoff.
Well, that's certainly one way to avoid a dangerous kick returner, I suppose, but you are giving up extra yardage, that's for sure, because if you put it out of the end zone, they start at the 25, so at a minimum, you're giving up 10 yards to the offense.
Murray's going to look to throw this thing. He's going deep for Brown. It's caught inside the 25. Now we'll get whistles, and they've signaled for a timeout. Not sure I see the logic in this, but we'll get a stoppage anyway with 5 seconds remaining. From the red zone, here's the Heisman Trophy winner, Murray. And he's going to be intercepted a third time.
And the Rams come up with a late turnover, but it will probably only matter to the statisticians as this ball game is now officially over. And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides.
Here, here. Here. What? This is the calm before the storm.